Please be seated for the Chancellor of the University of Lincoln.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my great pleasure and privilege as Chancellor of the University of Lincoln to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. Welcome first to all our guests here to celebrate the achievements of your children, grandchildren, family and friends. Welcome to the friends of the university, whose steady support over the years has helped build its success. Welcome to my colleagues, the staff of the university, through whose efforts the university is what it is today. And finally and particularly, welcome to our students, our graduates, for whom this ceremony marks the culmination of years of hard work and study, and we hope some fun too. This is a very special occasion for us all, as we come together to recognise and celebrate your work and achievements. I hope that you enjoy the ceremony and remember it always with immense pride and profound satisfaction.
The Reverend Rachel Reveley, Assistant Curate of Lincoln Cathedral, will offer congregation her welcome on behalf of the Dean and Chapter.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Cathedral Chapter, may I offer you all a very warm welcome to the Cathedral for this graduation ceremony. You are all most welcome on this joyful, important and memorable occasion. This Cathedral Church exists as many things to many people. It is a place of worship and pilgrimage, a building of international importance and repute, and an iconic presence set within this historic and now well-recognised university city. Today, this cathedral is a liminal space, which marks an end and a new beginning for all the graduates here, and how fitting it should happen in a building such as this, where the human story has been told and lived out for centuries, where we celebrate our joys as well as acknowledging our sorrows. Today we come to celebrate success and to recognise the achievement of all those receiving degrees, as well as giving thanks for the academic and administrative staff of the university, those who have made this all possible. To all those who are graduating, can I offer, on behalf of the whole Cathedral Chapter and myself, congratulations and all the very best for the adventures, challenges and possibilities that the future will bring. I will close with a prayer. Lord God, we give you thanks for bringing those who graduate this day to this special moment in their lives. We ask you to accompany them as they face new adventures, possibilities, and challenges. May they ever look upon you, who art the fountain of all wisdom. Amen.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the University of Lincoln, Professor Toby Wilkinson, will address the congregation.
Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, friends, families and graduands, may I also offer you a very warm welcome to this graduation ceremony. Today is a special day in the university calendar when we celebrate success and recognise achievement. It is a joyous occasion for all of us here, but particularly for you, our graduands. This is your day, and we are delighted to share your success with you, your families and friends. We are privileged to be able to hold graduation in the splendour of Lincoln Cathedral, I would like to thank the Dean and Chapter for allowing us to use this wonderful building where we can celebrate a scholarly tradition dating back 1,000 years. To our graduands, I simply say, congratulations. You should be very proud of your achievements. Your presence at this ceremony confirms and celebrates your success. Although a university degree is a mark of individual achievement, none of us is able to succeed entirely on our own. The support of family, friends, fellow students, and the academic and professional staff of the university will all have contributed to your success. So please join me in a round of applause to thank all those who have helped you through your studies. This afternoon, we recognise the achievement of graduates from the School of Social and Political Sciences and the Lincoln International Business School. Your success contributes towards the success of the university as a whole. We are particularly pleased that our commitment to student engagement, excellent teaching and graduate success has been recognised nationally in the results of the 2018 National Student Survey. The University of Lincoln is ranked 8th in the UK for overall student satisfaction, our highest ever place. Everyone here today can take great pride in this achievement. Graduation is a rite of passage when we celebrate past achievement and anticipate future success. So I'd like to take a few moments to look back and look forward. In 2 months' time, we will mark the 100th anniversary of the Armistice, the moment on the 11th of November 1918 when the guns finally fell silent across the Western Front and the First World War came to an end. At the time, the First World War was called the War to End All Wars. But of course, we know that it wasn't. Conflicts in the century since 1918 have continued to ravage different parts of our planet. As I speak, armed conflicts are raging in the Middle East, in Asia, in Africa. As well as giving us pause to reflect and remember, this year's centenary of the Armistice also gives us an opportunity to commit ourselves to making the world a safer and a better place. And it is your generation who will shape our future. In the words of Nelson Mandela, which you will remember seeing emblazoned in the atrium of the Minerva building, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. On a different note, the eagle-eyed among you will have noticed new location maps around campus and new names for some of our landmark buildings. What you may not know is that every building at the University of Lincoln is named after someone from Lincolnshire who went on to great achievements. Isaac Newton speaks for himself. But what about Janet Lane Claypon, whose name is now attached to the Science Building? For the social scientists among you, her story is remarkable. Born in Lincolnshire in 1877, she succeeded against the expectations of her time and her gender in forging an eminent scientific career. She was a pioneer in the understanding of breast cancer and is regarded as one of the founders of epidemiology. We have every confidence that you, like Janet Lane Claypon, will take what you have learnt at Lincoln and use it to enrich your life and to benefit society. And who knows, your name may one day adorn a building at the University of Lincoln. The future is full of uncertainties, perhaps more right now than at any point in the last few decades. But as graduates of the University of Lincoln, you can look forward to the future, because you won't merely adapt to it, you'll shape it, you'll create it. In the words of the great Lincolnshire poet Alfred Tennyson, whose statue stands outside this cathedral and whose name is now attached to the university's MHT building, so many worlds, so much to do. In conclusion, the university, your university, also looks forward to the future with confidence. We remain committed to delivering an outstanding student experience and graduate success, to producing excellent research with impact, to serving Lincoln and Lincolnshire, to making our mark on the national and international stage. But above all, we look forward to staying in touch with you, our graduates, to hearing about your success, to honouring your contribution, and to celebrating your achievement. By the authority vested in me by the Academic Board, I am pleased to confer upon you all the awards to which you are entitled. Thank you.
Dr. Edwin Bacon, Acting Head of School, will present graduands who are receiving their awards this afternoon.
Chancellor, I'm pleased to present the graduands receiving postgraduate awards from the School of Social and Political Sciences. Degree of Master of Science in Social Research, Charlotte Carter. Annie Rose Munson. Chancellor, I'm pleased to present the graduates receiving first awards from the School of Social and Political Sciences. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in Criminology, Anna Asai. Madeline Baisanou. Chloe Barras. Louis George Bateman. Danielle Rose Besson. Janie Brister. Ryan Brown. Sarah Louise Brown. Emily Rose Bumby. Nathaniel Campbell. Jessica Collins. Jodie Cork. Katie Cudworth. Bailey Cutts. Megan Dalton. Oscar Day. Billy Dickerson. Emily Sharon Elverson. Reagan Empson. Elizabeth Ennis. Charlotte Everton. George Gittins. Hannah Gladding. Samuel Benjamin Andrew Green. Elise Grenfell Smith. Amy Hartley. Nathaniel Heons. Laura Jane Hobson. Georgie Ann Horner. Ntombio Kunyanye Moriel Mabusa. Abigail McConnell Lilly. Hannah Siobhan Keating. Caterini Mutsiku. Danielle Louise Norman. Amy Louise Nugent. Shannon O'Connor. Emma Othen. Sophie Parkins. Lauren Rebecca Pimlett. Alana Platz. Mark Nathan Poltley. Megan Price. Naomi Rose. Rhea Smith. Natalie Spencer. Charlotte Emily Stone. Hannah Stone. Emily May Sweeney. Leona Walsh. Jessica Ann Wardle. Isabel Winwood. Degree of Bachelor of Arts in Criminology. Abby Edwards. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in Criminology and Social Policy. Naomi Adebisi. Alexandra Bamford. Bethany Lauren Frost. Natasha Harrison. Annabelle Hill. Rachel Laidler. Adrian Jack McGee. Emily Shani Elizabeth Parkins. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Relations. Cameron Houghton. Paris Serge Hubbock. Ryan Lithgow. Connor James Roberts. Dale Stephen Thomas. Hope Rose Edie Tolliday. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Relations and Politics. Philip Alderman. Connor Clark. Grace Corn. Emily Farman. Jacob Grayson. Ryan Haig. William Harris. Melody Hodgkins. Michael O'Hara. Joseph Osayande. Jack Pern. Kate Elizabeth Rose Long. Joseph Simmons. Lucy Towell. Niall Warham Adatia. Samantha White. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in Politics. Douglas Collison. Isaac Firestone. Callum George. Benjamin Gulliver. Caleb Joseph Smith Harris. Joe Langley. Jared Paling. Harry Rook. Samuel Trendall. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in Social Policy. Kimberly Ansell. Keely Louise Pope. Benjamin Stewart. Victoria Tamburini. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in Social Science. Peter Armitage Scott. Charlene Aslam. Nicola Coates. Stephanie Cowling. Gerald Louise Cox. Matthew Drury. Anna Marie Harrison. Whitney Olivia Horton. Richard Hewson. Anne Higginson. Michelle Hopkinson. Emma Jacob. Nazmeen Eve Jafar Ali. Shannon Johnson. Caitlin Lindley. Samantha Louise Lister. Andrea Marriott. Marie-Anne Odlin. Carly Parks. Lucy Repton. Gemma Louise Rippingdale. Katie Louise Robinson. Courtney Scott. Jolene Rachel Shah. Darryl Stainton. Jade Danielle Teenby. Katie Margaret Westfield. Degree of Bachelor of Arts in Social Science. Mark John Sotheby. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. Lily Adams. Crystal Andrews. Lauren Clippingdale. Charles Day. Hayley Ann Dunn. Catherine Gilroy. Roseanne Mary Griffiths. Holly Harvey. Alexander Hetherington. Bethany Kate Horsepole. Samantha Hurst. Lucy Keane. Charlotte Ruth Kelly. Charlotte Laplat. Rhiannon Lister. Tomilola Okunkambi. Abigail May Pask. Georgia Pengelly. Evan Simpson. Bryony Rebecca Smith. Rachel Smith.
Your mother.
Nathan Turner. Yongqi Zhang. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Social and Political Sciences.
Dr. Craig Marsh, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Director of Lincoln International Business School, will present graduands who are receiving their awards this afternoon.
Chancellor, I'm pleased to present the graduands receiving first awards from the Department of People and Organisations. For the Honours Degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Management, Ellen Elizabeth Trudgeon. Stephen David Farr. Gregory Stephen Maudsley. Philip Thomas Mitchell. Jala Elizabeth Owens. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Management, Liam Pearson. Chancellor, I'm pleased to present graduands receiving postgraduate awards from the Department of Strategy and Enterprise. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Neil John Cartwright. Yuan Shi. Habiba Sultana. And for the degree of Master of Science in International Business, Ferdinand Epengyong Ani. Ngan Mai Do. Xiao Han. Yue Hu. Misbah Iqbal. Robert Klasic. Jen Lee. Mingdian Lu. Jamin Wu. Zhongqin Chan. Jianyang Song. Liang Kai Wang. Ziwan Wu. Qian Yu Yuan. And Chancellor, I'm pleased to present the graduands receiving research awards from the Department of Strategy and Enterprise for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Management Systems, for his thesis, Understanding Voluntary Community-Led Nature Conservation Activities to Inform Local Planning Policies and Actions, Susan Sandra Marengo. And Chancellor, that concludes the first part of the presentation of awards.
We call upon Professor Liz Mossop, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, to introduce to the congregation Sir Tim Smith, who is today receiving the award of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa.
Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, graduates, I am pleased to present to you Sir Tim Smith, on whom the governing body has agreed to confer an honorary doctorate of business administration. Many of us are capable of having great ideas throughout our lives. Converting these great ideas to a reality that engages millions of people is, I am sure you will agree, a very different matter. At today's ceremony, we honour someone who has done exactly this, impacting the public in a way that educates through entertainment, promoting environmental responsibility and an awareness of the amazing world we live in. Tim Smith was born in the Netherlands to a Dutch father and English mother. He was educated in England and went on to study archaeology and anthropology at Durham University. After graduation, he worked for a short time as an archaeologist at the Bowes Museum in Barnard Castle during the legendary hot summer of 1976. This was archaeologists' heaven, as crop marks revealing hidden structures appeared across the country, something which of course we have seen again this summer. 2 years later, a career change followed, as Tim found himself drawn to the music business and the bright lights of London. The Midnight Blue project, with Tim on keyboards, scored top 10 hits in 13 countries, selling 7 million records, and was #1 in 12 countries. He went on to produce for some musical legends, such as Barry Manilow, Twiggy, and the Nolan Sisters. Hopefully, some of you here today are from a generation who will recognise these names. In 1987, Tim's life began a new phase as he moved to Cornwall with his family to build a recording studio. Near to his new home, he discovered the remains of an estate and gardens which dated back to the 18th century. This sleeping beauty was to become one of his big ideas, the restoration of the lost gardens of Heligan. Working together with John Nelson, the restoration took 10 years, and this multi-award-winning secret garden attracts thousands of visitors annually, exploring its beauty, mystery, and rich plant and wildlife. In 1995, a new ambition and passion revealed itself. Another great idea, the Eden Project. This idea was to create what Tim called a living theatre of plants and people. A derelict clay mine was transformed into a modern horticultural miracle, where different climates would be scientifically recreated to house the greatest collection of plants useful to humankind ever gathered together from the rainforests, Mediterranean and temperate climate regions of the world. But first, there was the seemingly impossible task of raising the £86 million needed to bring this vision to reality. This would be achieved with Tim's managing director, Gaynor Coley, and by the end of the first year of operations, they had actually raised £144 million in order to cope with the infrastructure needed to meet public demand. This big idea took some persistence. For the Eden Project, Tim engaged the help of architects Nicholas Grimshaw and leading engineers Tony Hunt. In recognition of the visionary nature of the project, two construction companies, Alfred and Sir Robert McAlpine, began the work without the funds being confirmed nor a contract in place. The two giant steel frame biomes they built, rising out of the earth like huge armadillos, are an image that have become synonymous with Cornwall and environmental education. Tim's amazing success in fundraising, marketing and business planning for this initiative has led to some to call him the Richard Branson of Cornwall, something that I'm told makes him wince. Tim is Executive Vice Chair and co-founder of the multi-award-winning Eden Project in Cornwall. Since its opening in 2001, 20 million people have come to see this once sterile pit, regenerated and through the creation of 90,000 tonnes of soil, turned into a cradle of life and startling architectural symbol of human ingenuity. In truth, the project was a miracle created by many people, and it is always vital to recognise this. Tim would be the first to point out it took more than one person to turn this idea into reality. Tim is also Executive Chairman for Eden Project International, which aims to have Eden projects on every habited continent by 2025, with the first projects due to open in China and Dubai at Expo in 2020. Tim has therefore packed several careers into his life: archaeologist, musician, writer, thinker, and entrepreneur, and he describes himself as being a pragmatist with a heart of gold. Tim believes passionately that we are living through the most important 50 years in recorded history, because with global communications being as they are now, we have no excuse to pretend we do not know the state of the world. It seems appropriate that the University of Lincoln, a place which is not afraid to turn its own ideas into reality, should bestow this award on someone who has done exactly this many times throughout his own career. Chancellor, in the context of these outstanding achievements in the area of social enterprise, I would like to call on you to confer on Sir Tim Smit an honorary doctorate of business administration from the University of Lincoln.
By the authority vested in me by the University, I'm pleased to confer upon you the award of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa, and welcome you amongst us. Well done, Tim. Fantastic. Really good. Really good. It is with great pleasure that I invite our honoured guest, Sir Tim Smit, to address us.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, us. What a pleasure it is. I am in the hallowed halls made the home for my great hero, Sir Joseph Banks, who in the chancel up there would sit and watch proceedings down here. So how appropriate that maybe I have a chance to say a few things about plants. I was told initially I had to speak in Latin, which was a bit terrifying, because I'm a bit rusty on my old Latin. But I actually then was told I ought to tell you some of the things that I think might help you. Well, one of the things that you should first of all know is rarely listen to old farts who stand up at lecterns and tell you what to do. But I do have a couple of things I would like to share with you, because I think you are genuinely living through a period of history which, when history is told 1,000 years from now, will either be the death knell of our generation in terms of Homo sap sap, or a most wonderful flowering, because we actually came to a point of realizing that we were one species separated by countries that didn't need to be separated so, that was separated by consumption behaviors which didn't need to be so. And I see the generation that you are about to lead, mending our generation's damage, as being the one where you learn that we need to move away from being little piglets at a trough, consuming, and actually become citizens, fully grown-up, fledged members of Homo sap sap. So my first piece of advice would be, don't waste a single minute of your life trying to be the person that you think your parents wanted to be, because by the time you are their age, you will realize they didn't have a clue. I know this to be true. The second thing is to trust your instincts. Stay away from people who tell you that success is something that happens to other people. This is a lie, which leads to point 2B, a metaphorical one: kill negative people. Don't allow negative people anywhere near you. They are alien spawn and should be put out of our misery as soon as possible, because they have the ability to create a cancer of the soul that is almost instantaneous, and it stops you being joyous, it stops you feeling that the world can be beautiful, and it stops you actually feeling that the future remains ours to make. Before I end my so optimistic words, I want you to think about something. I'd like you to imagine you were looking at that ceiling, and for a moment imagining your relatives 100 years from now, and imagine what they might be asking you if they could speak. That is how important a time I think it is to be alive right now. And gosh, am I so jealous of your youth. I wish I was you. I would pull my teeth out to be you. But I'm not, and the joy will be yours. So let me tell you of one adventure I had. I learnt this year something really, really terrifying, that I am more scared of being thought a coward than actually being a coward. My youngest son asked me whether I would come and climb the biggest tree in the world, which is in the Sierra Nevada mountains in California. And I hate heights. So I flew to California, and I thought I was going to buck out at the last moment. And I got there, and there is this tree. I want you to imagine a tree so big that its root is from this pillar to that pillar. It is enormous. Many people who live in those parts reckon it's bigger even than the General Sherman. And this monster, which I climbed, rather, I lie, I was dragged up by two far stronger, younger men. But I want to tell you what happens to you when you're about 300 feet up, a tree like that. It's got this bark that you can punch and it doesn't hurt. But when you get that high, suddenly the bark becomes like, have you ever seen the feathers on an eagle, where they suddenly become soft and downy around the neck, a bit like a cockerel? And suddenly the bark becomes like this, and it becomes all new. And you're there, and you look one way, and you look forever, it feels, across Sequoia National Park, and you see forever the sense of life and greenery. And all you've got to do is to move your head 180 degrees, and what you see then is Death Valley. And it's like a biblical choice that faces you. But then something really extraordinary happens, and I want you to be on this journey with me. Your hand is on that tree, and you suddenly realize this tree is 4,400 years old. This tree, to the best of my knowledge as an archaeologist, has outlived 37 different civilizations. From their start, to their zenith, to their death. Think about that. This tree has outlived them all. Now just imagine, each one of those societies that has been outlived was full of people called the establishment. Well, I want you to go out into the world being brave about your knowledge, being brave about your independence, and recognize at all times that that magnificent tree might know something that humans have missed. So trust in nature, and also make sure you understand the most vital thing. The establishment have screwed it up time after time after time. Make sure you don't let it happen. Thank you very much.
Dr. Craig Marsh will continue presenting the graduands who are receiving their awards this afternoon.
Chancellor, I'm pleased to present to you the remaining graduands receiving first awards from the Department of Strategy and Enterprise this afternoon. For the degree of Master of Science in Logistics and Global Operations, Agnieszka Paltar. And for the Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Studies, Matthew Robert Ash. Marcus Bacon. Poppy Ruth Bailey. Michael William Bann. Samantha Barnard. James Barrett. Adam Martin Edward Blewett. Emma Jane Bouchard. Katrina Breviglieri. Ryan Cale. Jonathan Charlesworth. Jack Alexander Clark. Ryan James Clubb. Paige Coleman. Alexander Cork. Samantha Critchley. Ruben Devaney. Edward Forbes Dickinson. Jessica Faye Ellis. Sian Ku Elstone. Robert Farrell. Harry Fox. Caris Victoria Furness. Yuanchi Gay. Jennifer Rosina Goff. Megan Rose Greaves. Vilnius Greydance. Adrona Griskuta. Benjamin Aaron Heath. Annie Hobson. Oliver Holmes. Matthew Hopkins. Ryan Thomas Joseph. Hasina Kamali. James Kyle. Eloise Laura Kingsland. Epenu Thomas Magaros Kosho. Jack Malone. Holly Mansfield. Liam George Marsh. Severa Marshall. John Bruce Mackenzie. Alexander Kieran McNamee. Matthew Stewart Miro. Gareth Roy Mitchell. Shiwan Moore. Bethan Moses. Giuseppe Lorenzo Mugia. Devon Norris. Kezia Rose Short O'Connor. Eleanor Ruth Paget. Charlotte Louise Palethorpe. Anthony Parrish. Charles William Parrott. Rachel Patterson. Evelina Poloskaito. Ross Pirry. Harry Pledger. Samuel John Pritchard. Cecily Rain. Kieran James Repton. William Richardson. Roshan Santin. Simon Skogovic. Eloise Poppy Smith. Courtney Steele. Ilona Susko. Tarragon Delaney Swift. Crystal Yi San Tang. Nicola Tingle. Matthew Turner. Xiang Wang. Ashley Scott Ward. Charlotte Elizabeth Waterfall. Sophie Louise Waterfall. Robert Welsh. Danielle Molly Wesley. Catherine Elizabeth Westwater. Rhiannon Wilson. Chang Su. Minyin Yang. Kinga Zeman. Xian Zhu. Zhenkun Zhu. And for the Honours Degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Business Management, Tiffany Letitia Jean Barker. Alexander Bryn. Zaira Kagdas. David Slebikanen. Meng Chen. Xiaoyu Chen. Tashinga Chitakara. Pak Hong Chow. Nayan Dave. Denis Demyanenko. Ethan Farrell. Soraya Fernandez Hernandez. Georgina Gulliver. Julian Claymore Isaiah Harvey. Olivia Hawes. Katie Hazelwood. Katrina Hilbrecht. Sandra Homchenko. Amber Jardin. Charlie Cabway. Justas Kasputis. Antonia Koch. Jack Lawrence. Rosie Lawrence. Harry James Levy. Eliana Lewis. Shanchuan Lu. Yunye Lu. Annie MacDonald. Lalithia Lakmini Mithalawe. Olaiwola Oganyemi. Liam Reeve. Bunjira Rodpunya. Liberty Russell. Jay Sawyer. Megan Shinfield. Angelica Sivchik. Xiaoen Song. Jiayang Tang. Charlie Tuma. Eniko Toth. Faith Udo Pierce. James Michael Ward. Claudia Viker. Emma Williams. Paulina Marta Volak. D.A. Su. And for the foundation degree in Business and Human Resource Management, Laura Coupland. Natalie Davis. Amy Diaz. Marie Graham. Marta Kucharska. Lisa Marie Martin. Natalie Martin. Camilla Stakun. Anna Maria Stefanska. Philip Richard Robert Taylor. Jacqueline Weevil. And for the Higher National Diploma in Business Studies, Emma Louise Doyle. And Connor David Pattinson. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards this afternoon.
We now invite Mr. Harry James Levy to say a few words on behalf of those students graduating this afternoon.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'd first like to say what an honour it is to be here and given the opportunity to speak to you today. On the 14th of September 2015, my fellow cohort and I moved to the University of Lincoln, fresh-faced and naive, but ready to start our new lives away from home. We quickly settled into university life. We made friends, we went to parties, joined a society or two, and we treated the library as though it was our second home. However, we also learned how to deal with the general stresses of university life. We learned how to overcome challenges, and most importantly, we grew as individuals. And yet, here we are, 3 years later, once again naive, maybe a little less fresh-faced, but ready to start our new lives away from Lincoln. However, this time, we're far better equipped to face the new challenges, reach better goals, overcome more complex situations. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our families for supporting us, for spurring us on when times got tough, but most importantly, for doing our washing when we went home. We certainly wouldn't be here without you. It would also be remiss of me to not mention the University of Lincoln's equally impressive journey over the past 3 years. Lincoln has observed phenomenal growth, and the pace of change was obvious to us as students. We often felt as though every time we blinked, another building would be constructed or another accommodation block would be built. Accompanying Lincoln's changing skyline is a wealth of achievement and award. The university was awarded the Tesco Centre for Teaching. Our own Vice-Chancellor, Mary Stewart, was named Higher Education's most inspiring leader, and Lincoln is now ranked 22nd in the university league tables. And what's more, Lincoln is now 8th overall for satisfaction. And this year, we're even set to open our own medical school. However, these fantastic achievements did not happen in a vacuum. Instead, a large team of dedicated staff, lecturers, tutors, working with students and the SU have helped to make these successes possible. And it is to all those people who work tirelessly to ensure we have the greatest experience at university that my cohort and I owe our eternal gratitude and thanks. I'm sure, like my fellow graduates, we will continue to watch the University of Lincoln as it goes from strength to strength and know that we helped it grow as it helped us grow too. We are Lincoln.
Thank you, Harry. That was a great speech. I like that "We Are Lincoln" bit. It's very cool. I didn't believe the bit about parties, though. I don't think that's true. I don't think there's been any parties at all. Our ceremony today is now drawing to its close. It only remains for me to thank all our guests for the support they have given to the university and its students over the years, and to wish our departing graduates all the very best of good fortune in your future lives and chosen careers. We hope you'll keep in touch through the alumni network, not only with each other, but also with the university, and watch its future progress with pride, as we will watch yours. And finally, you are now graduates of the university. As such, I invite you to take your rightful places in the academic procession as we move from the cathedral across to the castle grounds, where the alumni celebration reception has been prepared for everyone here. Thank you, and good luck and prosperity be with you always.
Our ceremony is now concluded. The academic procession will leave the platform and make its way through the Great West Door and across Castle Square. As it passes, our new graduates will themselves take their places in the procession and leave the cathedral. As they do so, please stay in your places and give them a final round of applause before you join them in the castle grounds. Please all rise for the full academic procession.